Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do a speed test comparison of two mid-range smartphones, the ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1 with the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So we have the 6GB RAM variant of these two devices. We have 64GB storage and 6GB RAM. Both are powered by the Snapdragon 636 octa-core chipset. The only difference is the software. We have Android 8.1 Oreo out of the box with stock Android on the Zenfone Max Pro M1, while we have the MIUI with Android 8.1 Oreo out of the box. So we have a customized version on the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and we have almost like stock Android on the Zenfone Max Pro M1. So in this video we'll open these 16 apps and see which is faster. So before starting the test, we'll remind our viewers that this is about the time taken to open these apps and not which is started first or which is ended first. So this is the total time taken by these 16 apps in the round 1 and also in the round 2, and the total time taken to open these apps on both these devices. So that's what we are going to test in this video. So let's get started with the speed test comparison of these two devices. So we'll be starting in the first round with these 16 apps. We'll see the total time taken to open all the 16 apps in the round 1. So now we have started the speed test comparison of these two devices. So let's wait for the first round to complete to see which loads these apps faster. So you can see the first round, the ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1 has completed in 59 seconds and closely followed by the Redmi Note 5 Pro in 60 seconds. So just 1 second difference between these two devices. The ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1 was 1 second faster than the Redmi Note 5 Pro in the round 1. Now let's wait for the second round to complete and see which is able to retain all the apps in the background. So in the round 2, you can see that the ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1 has completed it in just 25 seconds. That's a pretty impressive performance. While you can see that the Redmi Note 5 Pro reloaded a couple of games, especially the Asphalt 8 Airborne and Temple Run was not able to retain in the background, and instead it was reloaded. So with the Android 8.1 update, the background app management for games has slightly changed, and Redmi Note 5 Pro reloaded both the games. So hence the time taken was around 44 seconds, while the ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1 took just 25 seconds. So the total time taken is 1 minute and 25 seconds for ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1, while 1 minute and 46 seconds for the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So you can see that the Redmi Note 5 Pro lagged in terms of retaining the apps in the background, especially the games, while the Zenfone Max Pro with 6GB RAM variant performed really well. So here the winner is the ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1 with really good optimization and faster app load timings. Now let's load these apps side by side on both these devices. So we cleared off all the background apps. Now let's start the side by side comparison. So we are just trying out a couple of games. So you can see that we are loading Asphalt 8 Airborne first, and this loaded faster on the ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1, and now we'll also see Temple Run to see which is faster. So here again you could see that Temple Run loads faster on the ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1. So ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1 with a near stock Android definitely has an advantage here. So we'll just try a few more apps like social networking apps including Facebook and Twitter, see the difference in terms of the app performance. And here again you could see that the Zenfone Max Pro M1 is a tad faster than the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 5 Pro. So 6GB RAM version of the Zenfone Max Pro has a better optimized software, both in terms of app performance as well as retaining apps in the background. So that was the speed test comparison of the ASUS Zenfone Max Pro M1 with the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button for more videos. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.